Hey guys, Kenny here. I'm here to review the 1993 uh, somewhat romantic comedy, Mrs. Doubtfire. This is really one of my all-time favorite comedies. Uh, I don't watch this very much, but when I do, I can't stop from laughing, and each time I do watch it, I remember each time before when I watched it. Basically, it has to do with this character played by Robin Williams. He plays this somewhat struggling actor, and him and the Sally Field, who plays his wife in it, they have some marital problems, marriage problems, so they have to, they do have to get a divorce, and that's the overlying sad part of the whole movie. That goes throughout the whole movie because he has to move out, and he only gets to see his kids once a week. Then the shenanigans ensue when Sally Field, her character, puts an ad in a newspaper for a nanny. Then he tries to go and be a nanny for them. And that's the only way he can actually see them every day. He sees his kids. Here we are. Daniel Hillard is Robin Williams. Lily Hillard is played by... No, hold on there. Miranda Hillard is played by Sally Field. And they start getting back together as a family with Daniel Hillard being Euphigenia Doubtfire. Then he starts getting a little jealous when Miranda starts seeing this old friend of hers, Stuart Dunmire, played by Pierce Brosnan, and that starts off some really good comedy, physical comedy as well. Harvey Fierstein is also in this. He plays Uncle Frank Hillard, Daniel's brother, and he's the one who him and this other guy, Jack Hillard, who's an aunt, they both put the makeup on Daniel to make him up as a woman. And it's a really good montage of showing the process of what they went through to see how they made him be Euphigenia Doubtfire. God. Some of the first incarnations that they went to were kind of creepy. Good thing they went through old lady route. So this is one of my all-time favorite comedies. I can't say anything bad about this. I really can't. Recognizable young stars in it are Lisa Jacob, who plays Liddy Hillard, and she was in Independence Day. Matthew Lawrence is Chris Hillard. What I remember him the most from is Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad, which was a one-season TV show. I enjoyed watching it. Mara however you say that, M-A-R-A, Mara Wilson, there we go. Natty Hillard. She was in something that I remember pretty well. Matilda. She was Matilda. And Miracle on 34th Street, the 1994 version. I knew I remembered her. She's in her 20s now. Wow. But this is really an incredible comedy. It involves a lot of times where Daniel has to change from being Daniel himself to Euphigenia Doubtfire, Mrs. Doubtfire. He has to go back and forth a lot. And also, changing from either one also causes problems for him, especially in this one particular dinner scene where he's with his family and then he has to meet someone else there. And he does one mishap going over to the other person who Daniel works at this TV station as a film stalker. He has to put the film up and then take old film down so it could be taken away in trucks. This person that he's talking to, it's like, I think he's trying to offer him some kind of a TV show deal, and then Daniel messes up with the changing from being Daniel to Mrs. Doubtfire. He gets it a little mixed up. So this is a fantastic comedy. And this also has some really, really good music in it. Not just the score, but the soundtrack, the music, songs are very, very good. Like, You Look Like a Lady, Walk Like a Man, I think it is. So, and I know there's some more. So that's one thing that it's really most memorable to me for the music. Not just the acting and the story. I know there is going to be a sequel, but as of now that's indefinitely not going to happen, because I think it was in 2006 Robin Williams had read a script for a sequel and he wasn't pleased with it. The only way he would do a second is if it felt right to him, and this sequel didn't feel right. But Mrs. Doubtfire, not many people talk about this one anymore. In '93 it was talked about constantly because it grossed over $440 million and its budget was like 100 something million. I can't remember, but it was a huge hit that year. And it's sad. That's really I think one of the better comedies that have come out in nearly 20 years. That was in 1993, so it's nearly 20 years old. So it's dating me since I was around that time. And that's still one of the comedies that stay in my mind and have stuck in my mind all these years. I just love talking about Mrs. Doubtfire. This is the first time I've ever actually talked about it. And I don't know if anyone that has talked about it on YouTube. I think I might be the first one. So I didn't want to give too much away of the plot. I just gave away some of the skeleton of it. So I think that's all I have to say on this Mrs. Doubtfire. So stay cool and roll out to the movies. Bye.